What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Cork to Glory. This is episode number 4. And we start today's episode off with, well, I'll just be honest, one of the worst games of FIFA 21 I've played. A goalless draw away at Cambridge United there, so I quickly got through that one. A bid here for Charlie Fleming as well. Our, I believe, like fifth choice right back. Obviously, I remember at the start of the series I said that we probably won't sell too many players this season in our first year at Turner's Cross due to the lack of depth we have. But the problem we have at the moment is that we've got a lot of depth in like one particular position. We've got like 5 right backs, and quite frankly, we don't need that many. So like, it's important to have depth, don't get me wrong, especially in long seasons like these ones, but it needs to be like balanced depth all across the pitch. It's all well and good having like, 40 squad members, but if, 15 of them are goalkeepers, then something's wrong. So yeah, we're going to sell him, and we'll hopefully get him sold if transfer talks don't break down again, which unfortunately, as you can see here, they did indeed for the second straight time. And yeah, again, every penny counts to Cork City, as we know. We've got no money whatsoever, so what I really want to do is send our second scout out once again, our one-star English scout. And in order to do that, I have to raise more money to the club, because at this level, as we know, with so few pennies available, even sending out our scouts requires raising some money. So on the back of a 1-0 win against Salford City there, another assist for Sharkey, always good to see it. We would also see Ewan Plant's position change become complete. I decided to give him the right wing position, and you would have seen his overall has jumped up to 46, so still incredibly low. However, that does seem to be his best position on the wings, and not a real surprise with the raw pace he's got. And for the third game of today's episode, it was the big one, the big top-of-the-table clash away at Valley Parade against Bradford City. Briefly touched on the Bantams in the last episode. I feel as though they could run away with this League 2 if they really want to do so and establish their dominance. And after we went a goal up early, I was thinking, oh god, okay, these guys are the best team in the league, no doubt about it. But a few minutes after conceding, Barry Sharkey storms down left-hand side, and oh, what a cracking finish from the Shark. The number 3 gets his second goal in 4 games. And I tell you, this kid can strike him. He's 18 years old. We know his highest stat is stamina, but as you'll see in just a moment's time, I changed the development plan to attacking wide back, I think it's called. But yeah, he can strike him, man. He can strike him. 2 goals in 4. I love watching him get forward. He's got a little bit of pace, as we know. Hopefully we'll train it up quicker. But amazing goal there. He makes it 1-1, gets us back on level terms, and then provides the assist for the goal to get us in front as well. What a cross to the back stick, and it's for definite now. He's not a defence-minded fullback like a Tony Hibbert, for example, but on the other side, no, this is a wing back. Barry Sharkey is a wing back. He loves to storm forward. He's got the energy, got the high attacking work rate, and clearly he's got the finish and the cross on him as well. So Barry Sharkey, our left back, turns the game with its head as the Shark. Saw us go from a goal down to 2-1 in front. Bradford would battle back in the second half though and find themselves an equalising goal. So 2-2. Like I said in the first 3 episodes, these are the sort of games you need to expect. Atrocious defending, lots of lead changes, and lots of goals as well. And in the end, a 2-2 draw after McNulty, club legend, made a great save towards the end of the game, ensure we will get a point away at a Valley Parade. So 2-2 the final score, and I'll take the point there against the best team in the division. And again for Sharky as well, 2 goals and 4 assists in 13 games. Stamina has increased to 75. He's only 58 overall, but again, I definitely feel as though he can progress pretty quickly with all the first team football he's getting, being in excellent form, and having good morale as well. So as you see here, I do give him the attacking wide back development plan. That will, or is it wide back? No, was it attacking wide back? I'm pretty sure it was attacking wide back that I gave him. Yeah, attacking wide back. That'll increase quickly as sprint speed, acceleration, stamina, slide tackle, short pass, curve, and I believe crossing and one other as well. So it's the key stats really for a player that likes to go forward. Yes, the slide tackle will get an increase as well, but for the most part, we'll see a quicker progression in the pace, the stamina, the energy, which you'll definitely need being a player of high work rate and always bombing up and down the pitch. But also, again, those key stats when going forward too, such as crossing and curve. That would be really handy if you want to see him get quite a few assists this season to add to the, what's he got now? 4? I think 4 already. Amazing start for the Shark. And he always got his second goal in 2 games as well for our following game back at Turner's Cross against Grimsby Town. The Mariners, that half volley off the post, man. I gotta say, I'm so excited about this guy. I briefly touched on it at the very end of the last episode when he scored his first goal for the club against Scunthorpe. I really hope just one of our youngsters has showing great potential. I don't care if it's only showing great potential. Exciting prospect, potential to be special. Look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's very unlikely to happen, but showing great potential. If Ollie or Leo or Barry has that, I'll feel like we've won the lottery, and I'll feel like that's just as important as getting getting promoted in our first season, man. I'll be buzzing if that ends up being the case. So 6 games to go before the halfway point on the back of the draw there in Ireland. We remain in the automatic places for now. Only a couple of points behind Bradford, who still lead the way as well. But it is indeed very tight. The top 4 teams right now are looking very strong indeed. We're still in one of those top 3 automatic promotion places as well. Of course, don't forget in League 1 and League 2. Oh, sorry, is it just League? I think it's just League 2 actually. League 2. You've got the 3 automatic promotion places and then a playoff place as well, so 4 teams go up from League 2. So right now we're in one of the top 3, and come the end of the season I'll take that every day of the week. I briefly touched on it, I think in the very first episode, as I release a couple of players from my academy here. That's gotta sting. If you get released from Cork City's youth academy, I hate to say it, but it's time to hang up those boots and give up those dreams, because you probably aren't going to make it in football. Getting released from our academy, that is real pain, man. But I think I touched on it in the very first episode here, as once again we accept a bid here for Fleming, and also have another scouting update from our from our scout based in Ireland right now, where you'll see I'll actually put anyone in our academy here. I think I'm going to be a little bit more selective from here on out for the players that do get academy scholarships, just because I don't want to run out of space, of course. And we also send our one star scout back out on a 6-month mission. He's going to go to Northern Ireland, and we'll see if we can pick up some decent young players here in the next 6 months. So that will cover basically the rest of the season here. And again, we're going to look for a physically strong type of player, because that worked out really well from our 3-month stint in England. Zachary found us, of course, Leo and Ollie. They're 2 really physical players, and they're both holding down first team spots in our first 11 right now. So I think specifying a physically strong type of player from a low rated scout is probably a good idea. But yeah, I mentioned it, I think in the very first episode, like obviously there's no reason we shouldn't be battling for automatic promotion in our very first season, because again I take the point that, you know, statistically we're the worst team in FIFA, but I think this goal right here kind of sums up why I don't feel like I'm getting far ahead of myself by saying that. The standard of defending in this division, as we beat Newport County, the Welsh club coming to take us on here at Turner's Cross in the first round of the FA Cup, to progress through to the second round here. The standard of defending, and also just in general, the ability of the teams in League 2 is so poor. I mean, come on, man. Even though we might have the worst team in FIFA, the type of teams we're playing are just really poor, and therefore they should be, for the most part, winnable fixtures every game we play. So we're through to the second round of the FA Cup. However, we are out of the Papa John's trophy. We got battered by MK Dons 4-0 in our second and final group game. But to be honest, I think it was the last episode we had the first game against Southend. Honestly, man, I don't care. Like, seriously, I'd like to forfeit the competition. Get us out of there. I don't want to play it. Papa John's trophy? No, not interested one bit. Get me out of that competition. I don't want the games. Yeah, okay, I'll still play them, don't get me wrong, because I don't like to simulate competitive games, but either way, I'm not one bit fussed about that trophy. I'll tell you this right now. One of my goals to get to the championship is so I no longer have to play the EFL trophy. I'm not interested. We've got far too many games to fit in. And I know this is a very unpopular opinion, and a lot of people disagree with me when I say this, but I genuinely do believe there are just too many games in a season in the English Football League, and just in English football in general. You know, there's obviously, when you think about the leagues, the league games you've got in League 1 and League 2 and the Championship, they're 46 game seasons just for league football alone. Then you've got the FA Cup. Speaking of, we've got the round 2 draw away against Crewe Alexandra, the League 1 side right now struggling in the relegation zone, Gretty Road. You know, you've got the 46 game league season. You've got the EFL Cup. You've got the FA Cup, and then again the League 1 and League 2 teams have got the Papa John's EFL trophy. That's just too many games. That's just far too many games. I genuinely do believe that the FA should scrap one of those competitions, get rid of one of them, and also, again, try and find a way to... Well, again, this is a very unpopular opinion. A lot of people disagree, but to shorten a league season, I've always felt as though there should be less teams in the Championship and League 1 and League 2. There's 24 teams in those 3 divisions. There are 46 game seasons. I believe there should be 22 maximum, perhaps even 20 teams in those 3 Football League tiers. A lot of people disagree with me when I say that, but I genuinely believe it will make the grassroots and the non-league, I say grassroots, the non-league competition stronger because there'll be more quality in the Vanarama National League, and therefore the National League North and South, which the second tier below the Vanarama National League. It will make those leagues stronger. There'll be more teams that are professional outside of what are the four main Football League and also the Premier League as well. And I really do believe that will be more beneficial because there'll be less games during the season. There'll be more recovery time as well, as finally Fleming is going to go. It took about 5 times to sell that, 5 tries to sell that guy. And there'll be more rest time, and I also feel like the games will have more significance as well. A lot of people disagree with me there, and I totally understand why they would, but I just personally believe that is the best thing to do, really, for more competitive football in non-league football. And just for more rest and recovery time for players who, you know, constantly, as we know, seem to be always overworked, always fatigued, always tired. There's more rest time, and again, the games have more significance as well. When you've got, again, if you're a League 1 or a League 2 side, you've got three cup competitions alongside the league games as well. Yeah, to me, that's just far too much football. But regardless, for one of our final games today's episode, the penultimate game, we went to Boundary Park to take on Oldham Athletic, and my goodness gracious me, whilst we were still in the automatic promotion place heading into this game, Oldham are just outside the playoffs, and I don't really know what happened in this game, man. I'll just be honest. I played shocking, absolutely terribly. One of the worst performances I've played in FIFA 21 so far. We got beat 5-0. I don't know what on earth happened there. And I know I did rest quite a lot of players for the game as it came midweek, and we had Port Vale on the weekend at home. But 5-0, that was really, really embarrassing. I was just shocking in that one. But taking on Port Vale, final game of today's episode, 10th and final one of today's episode here, back in Ireland. And as we know, we're better in England than we are in Ireland. I don't know what it is about coming back to our home country, but for some reason I'm just not very good at Turner's Cross right now. The vast majority of our wins have all come in England, or in the case of Newport County away. We fell behind against the side right now in the bottom half of the table, however, right before the 10-minute mark remaining, the 18-minute mark I should have just said there, we did find our leveller, Coleman with the goal. Second time in 3, he's linked up with Barry Sharkey, the Shark, at left back for yet another assist. That's now 6 assists and 2 goals for Barry Sharkey. He's up to 59 overall, and in the very next episode, touch wood, he should turn 60 overall, and we'll be able to check his potential. In the next episode, we'll be closing out December and the calendar year, approaching the January transfer window. We'll have the second round of the FA Cup away against Crewe, and a chance to get to the third round where there'll be Premier League teams available to face, and also some big games in League 2 as we aim to stay in the automatic promotion places, plus our first patch of scouting from Northern Ireland as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Much love to you all, and I will see you for another massive episode of Cork to Glory as we get to the halfway point in Season 1 very soon.